Hello, hello, hello. You're tapped into the Kiana frequency. Right now, this is part 2 of a past life reading. Child. Okay, so the T was you were a servant. You were taken under a master's wing. So you did have a master. This was in like a royal castle type setting back in the Mayan civilization times. You had some kind of practices that were sacred. Uh, I I believe there were womb practices. You know, you were using your cycle blood in order to cultivate different things that you wanted to cultivate. Okay, this was sacred what you were doing, and you were protected. You had a spirit guide, spiritual guides, and they helped you master forgiveness because um, you did have some family that betrayed you after you got exiled. Um, they betrayed you, and you died protecting a secret. Oh my gosh, I'm bleeding over here, scratching because of these mosquitoes. Um, your family in this life could have been mosquitoes, like energetic mosquitoes. They could have been jealous of you because you had soul level empathy. You had a shape shifting spirit. There were many different sides of you. I'm hearing like you were kind, you were wise, you were bold, you were strong, you were generous, and you were like sweet, and you were also very knowledgeable. You were a teacher, and you also had empathy. So why is this important? So I pulled this card here. It says Metatron is activating your mind. That's why it's important. I also see ancestor warriors watching closely on the back. That could be the spirit guide watching closely. You could also have high level warriors that watch you because of this sacred wisdom that you hold in your soul. So they just watch you throughout all of your lives. Okay, so there, you did live in this dense forest. You may have a fear of drowning or a fear of water now because you escaped captivity in reverse, meaning you did not escape. They captive you. They may have drowned you to execute you. There was a lot of power struggles here. Karmic debt is here on your family end and on your end because there was an unfinished mission. Okay, so you did not finish your mission. And then this card right here, which is the protection card, with the third eye, it came out and then it flipped over in the wind, and that was telling me that you got flipped over. Like you let whatever you went through, the betrayal, you let it blow you away. You stopped doing your practices, and you may even have cultivated like a really really deep fear within your soul. So I got colonial America and medieval. So even though these cards are saying different things, I'm kind of like Percy Jackson, and the words are like moving. So what that means to me is, in this Mayan civilization, you were executed because whatever your practices were, they were sacred. I'm pretty sure sacred womb magic, right? And with the colonial America, that's telling me you were colonized from your practices. And medieval Europe is the vibe that they wanted to go with, right? So you could have even been colonized by Vikings or something like that. Okay, so that's what the T is. Oh, hold on. It's the wind just came, so let me just collect all these cards here. Let me just collect all these cards before I continue. So, what I like to do in my past life readings, first I like to talk about what happened in that past life, right? And then I go into what are you meant to learn from it? What is it meant to teach you? Okay? So, yeah. And let's see that now. Um, I channel the energy from my collective's past life. I use these cards as a channel of truth. Okay, I use my vocal cords as a channel of truth. Let me know, divine beings, divine cosmic beings. sacred wombats who are, you got some sacred wombats in your guides, okay? For sure. Oh, wow. I didn't even get to ask the question, but these two cards came out. Oh, wow. Okay, so the Eight of Pentacles came out in reverse and the Tower came out in reverse. So this is telling me you do not need to keep working as hard as you do, okay? Whatever you're thinking you need to work harder at, Spirit is saying you need to surrender now, right? Because you are, the expectation has to turn into acceptance, right? So whatever you're working towards at this time, take a minute to just step back, get some rest, so you can build up that potential energy and then turn it into even more kinetic energy. Right now is the time to surrender, because nothing bad is going to happen. I see a lime green butterfly again. Nothing bad is going to happen, okay? You're not going to fail because you take a week off, okay? Yeah. So what was this past life? I think that was just a message they tried to sneak in. But what was this past life? What is its significance in this current life when it comes to my collective? How does this things that they experience transfer over to their current life? Let's see. I've been trying not to do my cards so hard. Justice. This confirmation, high vibrational verbs. And then on the bottom of the deck is 4 wands. So justice, right? This is karmic. There is karmic depth. Hi, Winston. My dog just barked at me. There is karmic depth surrounding this situation. My dog barking at me, that's telling me that you could have been not loyal to this mission because of what happened. You kind of put it to the side, you know, out of fear. Justice here. And then codependency with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So you could have been like codependent on what everyone else was thinking, right? So you just, it's like you have these gifts, or you know that something, but this is on the other side of that, right? This is the true justice. But because you choose to be codependent on others' opinions and validation and their judgments, it's the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, which is like self-sufficiency in reverse, you know? So that means codependence, okay? So in that codependence is here because of the Lovers is in reverse. You are out of union with yourself. Your soul knows that you hold a lot of powerful magic, powerful wisdom, right? You could be a channeler, okay? You could channel through music that have healing frequencies. Sun card is out here, so yeah. You could also be coming into like a realization right now with the Ace of Swords here, that 10 of Cups. The Ace of Swords is telling me like this is the divine bringing a sword, which is mental. They're bringing a mental gift to you right now, and that's me. Hi. And this information, so you're like, your soul is resonating for sure, and you're resonating because you're realizing 10 of Cups in reverse. You're realizing like, I have not had that home within myself because of this fucking past life. I came to this life and was ridiculed and exiled for being myself because I didn't learn how to push past that fear in a past life. So that's like what's happening right now. But with the 2 of Wands, you're looking onward. You're looking to what things could be and what you could be doing with yourself. The Magician is out here. That's telling me that you're realizing that you have all the resources, you have all the tools that you need. And then Wheel of Fortune. It is divinely timed that you've seen this message. I love you guys very much. Thank you for tuning in to the Kiana frequency. And my advice to you is